worn the brace for the work.
Culebra fue una de las islas municipios que recibió los fuertes vientos del huracán Irma.
Maria, expected to become a hurricane later on, its path is actually following the path of Irma.
On September 20th, 2017, Puerto Rico was hit by one of the most powerful hurricanes of the past 80 years. In the days prior to the arrival of Hurricane Maria, the Puerto Rico National Guard prepared its facilities in order to minimize the potential damage. The effects of Hurricane Maria were felt across the island almost immediately. In the midst of the flooding, guardsmen rushed to various sectors of the municipality of Toa Baja in order to save thousands of citizens trapped in their homes. The effort to bring the island back on its feet began to mount. The Puerto Rico National Guard Joint Operations Center began operating in Fort Buchanan and later moved to the Dr. Pedro Rosselló Convention Center, where the local government established the Emergency Operations Center. In the days following the storm, military aid, as well as help from a number of other agencies and organizations from the U.S. mainland, began pouring in. Active duty soldiers, airmen, Marines, and sailors, as well as National Guardsmen from over 30 states, came to Puerto Rico to support local efforts. Lieutenant General Jeffrey Buchanan, Army North Commander, stepped in to assist with military operations on the island. Establishing a clean and safe passage was a top priority in order to transport help, food, and water. Engineer battalions took to the streets to begin road clearing operations. The engineers removed tons of debris from the roads, everything from mud and rocks to furniture and pieces of demolished homes. In the meantime, in order to get supplies to where they needed to be, aviation units from the Army and Marines delivered food and water to the most isolated and difficult to reach areas of the island. The 156 Airlift Wing was key in helping the Federal Aviation Administration re-establish their communication with the Miami Control Center in order to have reliable air traffic control. Muñiz Air Base helped the United States Postal Service by loading 18 pallets worth of mail on C-17 airplanes so that mail service could continue. It has been several days that the island has been without power, and so water purification units from the Army National Guard and the Air Force's Red Horse Squadron began water purification missions. Water distribution also begins. Transportation units establish oasis points in different locations on the island so citizens could come and fill their containers with clean water. This helped the locals with hydration and being able to prepare food. Several distribution points were established in unit armories and warehouses of the Puerto Rico Department of Education. The dispatch and security of these points were in the hands of the Puerto Rico State Guard. The gas shortage caused gas stations to ration their fuel, causing lines that sometimes stretched out for miles. Guardsmen were mobilized to gas stations in order to keep the peace and maintain security. Due to the loss of electricity, hospitals had to rely on their backup generators to produce power for the buildings. Transportation companies delivered diesel to the hospitals to help keep them running while power was being restored. As efforts continue toward the recovery of the island, so far the National Guard has helped distribute over 68 million bottles of water, 22 million meals, also produced and distributed over 4 million gallons of water. The response to Hurricane Maria has been the ultimate test of the commitment of the Puerto Rico National Guard to its island and its people. La Guardia Nacional de Puerto Rico, siempre presente.